name is Jafri.
We are from ninth creators. Ninth creators, we are explaining about Newton's first law of motion, inertia. There are three types of inertias: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Inertia of the Newton's first law tells that every object want to be in its natural state. Either it is motion or in rest. Inertia of rest. If inertia of rest, if every object wants to be in its natural position, like rest position in the football ground, when we throw the ball, then only the ball can come into motion. Inertia is the basis of Newton's first law of motion, also known as law of inertia. Inertia, which refers that the object or it stays at rest, and it wants to be stays in rest position, and the object which is in motion, it wants to be stay in motion position. Inertia of rest. Inertia of rest. It is a tendency. Inertia. It is the inertia of the tendency. Rest. It is the tendency of the body which it wants to be in its rest position. For example, here we go with one activity. Here is a glass filled with water and a card and a coin in rest position. Now we can see, when we pull the coin falls in the water because of the inertia of rest.
Anyone knows inertia of motion? Okay, I'll tell. Inertia of motion is the tendency of a moving object in the same speed in a straight line until and unless like friction or any external force is applied. Now let's move on a real example. Imagine yourself in a car, favorite car, moving at 100 speed, sitting backside like a boss, and driver stops it, applies the brake. What will happen? First of all, the car will stop, and second, your body will jerk forward. Why it will be jerked forward? Because your body wants to be in motion, but suddenly the brakes applied, you came into rest. That's why it happened. Now we can move on next activity. It's an ball. If we push it, it will stop because it applies on an external force, friction. Now can I ask you questions? Preetham, when train is going, it suddenly stops. Explain and passengers move forward. Explain this using Newton's first law and inertia of motion.
The passengers want to be in motion, so passenger want to be in the rest. So when the brake applies,
Can I tell? According to Newton's first law, our body wants to be in motion, but the brake applies suddenly, so we move forward, just forward, because our lower body will stop with train, but the upper body moves forward because of its inertia of motion. Arshafri, can I ask you a question? When a car is moving at 100 feet, if we jump off it, why it is dangerous? Even it is nearer to the ground.
Because if we are in the rest, means we are sitting in the car, means we are in the rest. If question? She didn't understand the question.
When we going in a car at 100 feet, when we jump up outside, what will happen? Even it's near to the ground, what will happen? It is dangerous. No, what will happen? When we jump out of a car, our body retains inertia of motion. Correct, you said inertia of motion, and suddenly our body at a same speed of car will fall and will get injured. Thank you.
Inertia of direction. Inertia of direction. It is the tendency of the body which is the object want not to be resisted direction. For example, here we go with an activity. We can see at construction sites there are rod cutter machines. The machine is shaped like this. Yes. When we cut the rod in the middle, what will happen?
Just change the pen. You go with first one. Yeah.
At a construction site, we'll see the rod cutter machine. Yes? Yes. Why it is used?